Grand Rising family, welcome back to the mat, and welcome back to another opportunity to honor your sanctuary. My name is Trevor Taylor, and I'm going to guide us through about a 35-minute flow that is geared to working with the theme of ahimsa, the first of the yamas and niyamas, and it's about nonviolence. So in this practice, while it can be fun, there also comes some times where it's challenging. And what I'm asking for us to go into this practice with is the intention of practicing nonviolence, particularly noticing the stories of our minds that sometimes are a bit more violent, knowing that there are some things in the body that you might not be able to do today, and that's okay. There are variations. You're not obligated to do anything that I show you or that I guide us toward. But if you find that you're trying to do something and it's more effort than it is ease, and there's an imbalance there, just notice that. And then determine for yourself, what is the less violent approach to this? How can I have compassion for where I am today? Give my best effort while also maintaining a state of peace in the mind, because you're not here to compete against anybody, not even a future version of yourself or a past version of yourself. This is an ancient self-care practice. So you're taking care of the self that is here today. So with that being said, ground into that intention. We'll meet on our backs with the soles of our feet together in reclined, bound angle. So get the low back to touch the mat. Hands can be rested on the body, onto the knees, or maybe out by your side. And for the next few moments, we'll breathe. Grounding into the intention of being non-violent today. And just today. Taking 2 more breaths here. And then we'll close the knees like a book and take the right knee into the hand, extend the bottom leg if you'd like, taking a full breath into the belly, pulling the knee close to the chest. Supine twist, right arm reaches out to the side and drape the knee to the opposite side. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Heavy the right shoulder. Come back to center. Extend the heel toward the sky for a hamstring stretch. Take 1 breath in, and then hug the back of the hamstring with the hands. Breath out, press the heel away. 1 breath here. Exhale, release down. Second side. Knee into the chest, take a full breath here. Supine twist, breathe out. Left arm long, gaze over the left fingers, breath into the belly, and let it go. Come back to center. Hamstring stretch, extend the heel high. On your next exhale, hug the leg a little closer to the body. 1 breath in. Exhale, release down. Hug both knees into the chest. Give it a tight squeeze, forehead to the knees. 1 breath here. And slowly begin to rock and roll into a seated position. With feet as wide as the mat, we'll windshield wiper the knees from side to side, going at a pace that feels safe for you. A few more times. Noticing your breath. Let's pause here. From here, bring both soles of the feet together, bound angle. Hands around the feet. Sit up tall, take a breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Deep breath into the belly. Feel the low back expand. Maybe come a little deeper as you exhale. Slowly roll up. And then find Sukhasana, cross-legged seat. From here, take the hands high above the head. Stack the right elbow on top of the left for eagle arms, maybe palm to palm or backs of palms touch. And then press the elbows forward. Feel the serratus anterior, the protraction of the upper back. And now energetically pull the arms apart. You may feel them squeeze here. Take one breath in. And then fold forward. Keep reaching the forearms toward the floor. Breath in, rise high. Exhale, release the hands. Release the shoulders. Inhale, take it up. This time, left elbow on top of right. Eagle arm, second side. Lift the elbows, press the forearms forward, taking a deep breath in from the bottom of the belly. Exhale, pull the arms apart and fold. On your next inhale, come up. And exhale, release. And then roll the shoulders forward and back. And reverse the direction. And we'll find our way on, right hand to left knee. Take the left hand up and behind you for a twist. Press down through your hand, lift up tall, and deepen the twist as you exhale. One breath from the belly into the heart. Deepen the twist. Come back to center. Second side. 2 breaths here. Back to center on the inhale. And then plant the hands down, roll over the shins, and find your way to downward facing dog. And here, for a few breaths, just bend one knee at a time, stretching the calf. And as you stretch the calf of one leg, you bend the other knee and swap it out. Hands pressing firmly into the mat, fingertips pressing as well. Chin is relaxed, the back of the neck is long. And then find stillness, pressing both heels toward the mat. Press the hands down into the mat and notice how you can curl your armpits underneath. That engages the upper back there. On the inhale, roll to plank. Press firmly through your hands, push the floor away. On the exhale, lower as one unit all the way down to the belly. Bound locust, untuck the toes and release the hands behind your back. On the inhale, push into the pelvis to lift the chest. And exhale, release. One more time. Breathe in. We'll hold this one for 2 breaths. Full breath in. Stay for the breath out. Lift a little higher on your inhale. Engage the glutes. Exhale, release. Hands by your chest. Inhale back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot floats, 3-legged dog. Press the left heel down and extend the heel away. Get your knee to face the floor. Now scorpion, bend the knee. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Press equally through both hands. Inhale back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Shoulders on top of the wrist. Hug the knee up toward the armpit. And then fallen triangle, bent knee. Right hand presses down, left hand finds the sky. Where's your breath? Can you lift the hips a little higher? Exhale back to downward facing 3-legged dog. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. One breath in. Exhale, forward fold, knee to the top. Bend your right knee, right hand down, left hand finds the sky for a twist. Maybe even look up to find your palm. And notice if there are some sensations in the body that may be quite intense. How can you use your breath to show some compassion to the body? One breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Urdhva breath in, soft bend in the knees. Roll up, reach the hands high. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, take the hands back up high. Twist to the left. Right hand reaches forward, hips stay face square to the mat. Energetically reach through both fingertips. One more breath here. One last exhale. Come back to center. Exhale, fold. Step or hop back, bent elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Hips down, palms pressed down. On the exhale, roll over the feet, lift the hips high. One breath in, press the hands down. Reach through the shoulders. Exhale, heels drop. Left foot floats, 3-legged dog. And stack the hips, bend the knee, scorpion. Continue to press equally through both hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Knee to opposite elbow. Shift the weight forward. And now fallen triangle. Weight into the left hand, right hand finds the sky. Keep that knee bent and lifted. Lift the hips. One more breath here. Right hand down, 3-legged dog. Breath in. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. No lunge. Inhale here. Step to the top, breath out. Bend the left knee. Left hand down, right hand finds the sky. Now take a few breaths here as you reach to the ceiling with your right hand and press firmly into the mat with your left. Next exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, hands into the shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Soft bend, let's roll up. Circle sweep the hands high. Exhale, twist to the right. Keep the right hip facing the top of the mat. Reach through both hands. One breath here. Relax the shoulders. Come back to center. Exhale, Tadasana, hands by your side. Take a deep breath in, sweep the hands high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. In chair pose. Get the hips to go back and bend the knees. From here, lift the torso. Biceps frame the ears. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Take a deep breath in. Sink a little lower. One more breath here. Exhale, diver's pose. Weight into the toes, maybe even lift the heels off the mat. Sweep the hands behind you. Shoulders reach away from the ears. One more breath here. Exhale, release the heels, forward fold. Step the left foot back for low lunge. Spin the back foot down, find warrior two. Windmill the arms out wide. Shoulders away from the ears, core engaged. Arms strong and long. Right knee slides to the outside of the foot. From here, reverse warrior. Left hand finds the back leg. Right hand finds the sky. Deep breath in, press through your left foot. Exhale, triangle pose. Bump the left hip back. Right hand reaches forward, then down. Left hand finds the sky. Keeping the right side of the body long. Maybe float the right bicep by the ear. You feel what's active? Are you being violent with yourself? Just checking. Left bicep frames the ear. Take a few more breaths here. Exhale, pyramid pose. Both hands frame your front foot. Halfway lift. Deep fold in the torso. Pressing your front foot down. Revolve lunge. Right knee bends. Left hand firm into the mat. Right hand finds the sky. Find this twist in the spine. Maybe even look up past your fingers. One breath here. Exhale, both hands down to frame the front foot. Now, fallen triangle, second side, or same side. Right hand down. Step the right foot out in front. And place it on the floor. From here, lift the hips. Left hand finds the sky. Now, hug the inner thigh and get this right foot to float off the mat. We're here for a few breaths. Into the belly, press through your right hand. Keep hugging it up higher. Press your left foot down, take a breath in. Exhale, find three-legged dog. One breath in. Step to the top of the mat, right foot in between your hands. Warrior three. Back foot lifts. Use your glute to lift the left heel. Now, let the hands come off the mat. They can go out to the side, out in front, maybe behind you, or even at heart center. On your next exhale, we'll Shiva squat. Cross the left knee behind the right, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift back up. And 2 more times. One breath here. Step back, find warrior 2. Inhale to star pose, face the long side of the mat. Hands sweep high. On the exhale, hands at the hips and forward fold. Shift the hips back, put some of the weight into the toes, and drop the crown of your head toward the floor. How's your breathing? Hands to the mat, halfway lift. Take a deep breath in. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Left knee bends deep. Option to keep the foot flat on the floor or to point the toes toward the ceiling. Yogi's choice. One breath here. And settle it out. Another breath in. And make our way to the top of the mat. Step back. Find downward facing dog. Option now to roll forward for Vinyasa or stay in downward facing dog if you'd like. On the exhale, coming down halfway. Pulling your heart forward, dragging the mat back on the breath in. Pressing the palms down, press through the shoulders, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Hands still active. Left foot floats three-legged dog. You need an opposite elbow. And then find fallen triangle. Left hand down, right hand finds the sky. Hug the knee high into the toward the ribs. One more breath here. Exhale, plant down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Step this foot to the top of the mat. Low lunge, one breath here. Into warrior 2. Back foot spins down, arms reach wide. And then find a little settling into the hips. Peaceful warrior, reaching forward. Right hand finds the back leg, left hand finds the sky. One more breath here. Triangle pose. Bump the right hip back, reach the left hand forward, then toward the floor. Right hand finds the sky. Can you rotate the chest a bit more toward the ceiling? And now maybe left arm floats up by the ear. And maybe right bicep by the ear as well. A few more deep belly breaths here. On your next exhale, pyramid pose. Torso squares to the mat. Both hands frame the front foot. Revolve lunge, bend the right knee, or left knee. Back leg strong. Left hand finds the sky. Left hand down. Kind of like side angle here. Right hand finds the sky. And then press firmly through your left hand for fallen triangle. Step your left foot out in front, place it on the floor. Lift the hips. And feel this expansiveness through the hand that's reaching up and into the floor. And on your next exhale, hug that left leg and float it away from the floor. The inner thighs working here. One more breath in. Exhale, both hands down. Step back, find three-legged dog. And then exhale, come downward facing dog. Oh, we have one more, I almost forgot. Let's lift that back leg high and step it to the top of the mat on your exhale. And then warrior three. Firmly pressing through that left foot. Use your right glute to lift the heel. Find your variation of Virabhadrasana 3 here. Three Shiva squats. Take one breath in, find length in the spine. Exhale, cross the right knee behind the left. Bend deep in the left knee. Come back up. Your next exhale takes you back down. One more time here. Exhale, take it down. Inhale back up. And plant the back foot down. Find warrior two. Inhale to star. Feet face alongside the mat. Hands take high. Hands to the hips. Deep fold here. Hips go back. Crown of the head reaches down. Hands to the mat. On the inhale, halfway lift, spine is flat and long. Skandasana, bend the right knee. Hips go back. Option again to point the toes toward the ceiling. Deep breath into the belly, lift the torso. Sink the hips as you breathe out. And make your way to the top of the mat. Shift back. Find downward facing dog. Option to flow through Vinyasa if you'd like. Take a few more breaths here in your downward facing dog. Pressing through the hands and shoulders. Dropping the heels to feel the stretch along the back of the legs. Roll forward for plank. And then find a side plank. Weight into the right hand. Left hand finds the sky. Can you lift the hips? Maybe lift the back leg. Float the left foot off the right. Left hand reaches up by the arm, by the ear. On your next exhale, bring the knee to elbow. 2 more times. Breath in, extend away. Exhale, crunch in. 1 more time, breath in. And hug it in. Inhale, extend. Find three-legged dog. Left foot floats. And find a vinyasa if you'd like. Otherwise, just meet in downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Firmly pressing the hands down, pressing through the shoulders and armpits. Heels dropping down to feel the stretch along the back of the legs. Next, inhale, roll to plank. Side plank, left side. Rainbow the hips. Right hand finds the sky. Right leg lifts. Bicep by the ear, take a breath in. And 3 times, we'll squeeze the elbow toward the knee. On your next exhale, both hands down, 3-legged dog. And one more flow if you'd like. We'll make our way into Malasana. Walking the feet to the top of the mat. And then sink the hips down for a deep yogi squat. Hands at prayer. Fingers together, pressing the thumb into the center of the chest. You may feel your heart beating there. And see if you can just sink the hips. Maybe even turn the feet out a bit more. And breathe deep into the belly. Into the heart. And settle it out. Notice that the body likes to calm down, but the mind might still have a story to tell. We'll place the hands down. Step the left foot back for lizard pose. Option is also kind of relaxing the shoulders. You can even drop your back knee. Then take your left hand out a little wide. Right hand to the inside of your right thigh. Point the foot out toward maybe like 45 degrees, kind of your top corner of your mat. And we'll press the right hand into the inner thigh and twist. Option also is to come down to the forearm and let this left hip ease toward the floor. You may feel a lengthening of the quad and the hip flexor here. Guide the right shoulder behind you. Look over your look over your shoulder. One more deep belly breath here. And exhale, let it go. Let's heel toe this right foot to the center of the mat. And find half Hanuman, half split. One breath in, sit up tall. And then twist, left hand down, right hand finds the sky. As you begin to pull the toes back toward the shin, flexing the foot, you're also sliding the right hip back toward the rear of the mat. Press firmly through your left hand. Take one deep belly breath here. Exhale, both hands down. Step back, find three-legged dog. And scorpion or wild thing if you feel comfortable there. Scorpion stacking the hips. Wild thing planting the right foot lightly behind you, pressing into the toes. Right hand reaches up, bicep by the ear. Press firmly through your left hand. Take a breath in and find your way back. Step forward for Malasana. Take 3 breaths here. Again, thumbs into the chest, into the sternum. Breath from the belly all the way through the crown of the head, passing through the heart. On the next exhale, hands down. Left foot stays at the top. Right foot steps back. Lizard pose. Again, back knee down. Toes face out. Left hand to the inside of the thigh. Deep breath in. Exhale, press the thigh away as you twist the spine. Coming to the forearm if you feel comfortable doing so. Slide the left shoulder back. Soften the right groin and quad toward the mat. One more breath here. And half Hanuman. Hands down. Heel toe the foot to the center of the palm, between the palms. Slide the left hip back, flex the toes, taking a deep belly breath into the heart. Right hand stays down, left hand finds the sky for a twist. Press into the floor, reach through the sky. Exhale, both hands down. Three-legged dog. Press firmly into the mat, lift the back knee, and then step back. Wild thing or flip dog. Scorpion is okay as well. Keep the back of the body long. Left arm by the left ear. Press into the floor with your both feet and one hand. Take a deep breath here and come back. And then just come to the knees. And then swing the feet out in front. We'll slowly make our way onto our backs. Windshield wiper the knees here. Feet as wide as the mat. And just let them sway side to side. And find stillness. And we'll hug the knees into the chest. Take one more deep belly breath here. And find your Savasana. So that means your legs may go out extended in front of you. Or maybe you plant the feet back down. For me, I'm going with reclined, bound angle, soles of the feet together. And once you've gotten all the wiggles out, you feel comfortable where you are. Allow the body to be still and turn your focus to just the flow of breath. Noticing first where you feel it in the body. Heavy the back of the head. Allow the muscles in the face to soften. Relax the shoulders, the chest, the upper arms and lower arms. Your core, your mid back and low back. The front of the hips, the glutes, the inner thighs, and all of the upper legs and the lower legs. The ankles and feet and the toes. And remain here, just noticing the breath. Your family, feel free to remain here as long as you would like. I just want to say thank you for showing up to practice nonviolence with your body, with your mind, with yourself. Thank you for taking time to take care of you and to honor your sanctuary. May this peace be carried with you throughout the remainder of this day. May you experience joy from this moment moving forward. And as always, from light to light, know it's all love. Until next time, namaste.